This nibble originally aired on RSBANDB Update, episode 851, saying goodbye to yesterday. Enjoy. All right. Well, let's move on to the next big kahuna this week. Game integrity, real world trading. Okay, let's have this discussion about real world trading right now. Bit of a brief overview of what it is. In terms, it's effectively gold purchased through real world trading is a problem for any online game platform featuring a tradable currency. They say buyers fuel demand, and higher demand means more sellers and more bots to remove and more nefarious activity. So with that, for anybody who has been involved, we want to be clear, this is your one and only warning. Should any further real-world trading activity be detected, accounts will face possible bans and wealth removal. So that's point number one. Now, point number two comes to the Sand Casino, because at the Duel Arena, they say that the Duel Arena is a flashpoint for toxic behavior. I think we can agree with that the Duel Arena does bring out all types.
Yes, that part,
very much so,
I agree with.
And 38% of real-world trading bans, accounting for thousands of bans per month, stem from there. So
I'm shocked that that's not more.
Really? See, I'm not even like really.
It's macroing that's the lion's share, honestly. With real-world trading being less than that.
Yeah, I wouldn't see why we're...
I read that wrong. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I don't get necessarily why that's tied to the Duel Arena. I almost feel like, I don't know, man.
Well, they're looking to long-term phase out the Duel Arena. We heard that they're going to be doing similar for Old School. But before that, they have some short-term changes, including the implementation of a staking cap in November that will limit stake values to no more than 50 million GP per duel. And the long-term solution scheduled for early 2022 is to replace the Duel Arena with a brand new experience that'll be part of the Elder God Wars storyline. And they will share more information on that when they can.
Are they saying that is just where the money is being moved? Is this kind of like the laundromat where an account could move money from another? Like, and if so, why? Why can't you just do that with an alt?
And another possibility is that you're dealing with a gambling problem at the Duel Arena fueled by money that has been real-world traded. And with that, this section of RuneScape becomes a gambling feature. No, not just amongst the people who have done all the PVM they can do and have all the rares, just specific people who are using it as a gambling tool. I think that's the angle they're going with on this, Tannis. I actually don't think that I know you've talked about, folks who spend a good amount of time at the Sandcastle there, yeah. But I don't think they're in particular talking about those people that I think reading this and pairing the two together, I see something where there's potentially a class of player that will go out and real-world trade gold and gamble it away at the Duel Arena and try and double it. That's my sense of this. Not so much the ones who, have done every boss in the game and have everything complete, that they're just playing with their rares. I don't think that they're after those people. I think they're after the people who are using the Duel Arena combined with real-world trading.
Yeah.
Because those people are probably higher in volume than the ones that you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, maybe they are, but those people are also going to take their rares and go home. They're done. I mean,
that's entirely possible.
They have no reason to really play.
Yeah.
And okay, so we get rid of the Duel Arena. Are we going to see another flower game pop up? Because it's not going to go away.
Yeah.
Something else will take its place.
That this is also likely to that whole of economy discussion that was started last week on the live stream, where they said Montembo is working on this solution full-time, or the problem full-time, and they have actually brought in outside economists looking at cash flow and everything to that effect. And my sense is that this is the first of a series of actions in related to that economy project with Timbo and the Economist. That's actually a nice name out there, Timbo and the Economist. Thinking about it, my guess is it's related to that.
What do you think, Bears?
Yeah, I think Shane's spot on. It's like there's someone who's very common, chills at Wars Retreat on the world I frequent, and he'll be sitting there complaining, yeah, I'm down 10 bill at the Duel Arena, down 10 bill, I got completely wiped. And then the next day he's like, yeah, I'm up 20 bill. It's like, wait, where did you get the money to even start this? Like, that's a little sketchy. It's like, I know there's lots of people out there, and I think it's the right step. I said before the show, I'm very pro gambling. I'm a big sports gambler. $5 a game or something like that. But the Duel Arena was something I could never get into because there's, I don't know, it just never thrilled me. So I'm excited to see this get changed.
Well, let me ask you this. So, they're going to put in some changes. It's going to limit it to 50 mil, which you might as well just shut it down.
Yeah, I agree.
But now Shane will probably like this idea. If we really wanted to shut down real-world trading, why not make the only currency that you can use at the Duel Arena bonds? Force the players, if you're going to feed the problem, make money on both ends.
Yeah,
so would those only be tradable bonds then? So you couldn't just go to the Grand Exchange, buy 10 bonds, and then Duel, you'd have to convert them first, or you'd have to purchase them yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to think about that, but essentially the idea is,
I think they'd have to be tradable bonds. You'd have to pay the tax on them.
Yeah.
Ooh, will the bond price skyrocket?
Exactly. And I think that there probably was a very, very brief discussion inside Jagex that said, oh, what if we just, limit it to bonds and made it so that, you could actually do this, and, we, in effect, had a way...
Monopoly on the currency. I mean, it's the chips, right? The casino has the chips.
Yeah, but there's two problems with that. One, that causes problems for anybody else who wants bonds for, Premier Club and whatnot, which is a problem that I've actually heard people already running into for the upcoming Premier Club season. And the second one is that there's a major ethical problem, at least in my perspective, of a game that is accessible to children having a gambling system, or essentially a quasi-gambling system, in one of its main pieces of content.
Yeah, you really got to keep an eye on.
Also, it wouldn't be a problem if they wanted to use untradeable bonds, because right now the bonds are going for about 38 mil, and you can buy 150 every 4 hours on the GE.
I didn't know the price limit or the buy limit was that high.
Yeah, that's actually what I just logged in to check, because I wasn't sure what it was, and I figured that'd be necessary for this discussion.
Yeah. They probably increased it with the recent buy limit increases.
I don't know that was on the list.
Oh, okay.
But I think the more interesting part is that it's going to be something Elder God Wars related.
And if that's the case, then it would have had to been in the works for a while.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see.
And, I think the question that ultimately does come up is that this is a feature that goes back to, the very early days of RuneScape. And I know that I think aside from the discussion we're having here, there's just a lot of nostalgia as well behind the Duel Arena too, that people are hoping doesn't disappear on that front. So, but
this will be the final nail in PvP.
Yes, and we do need to actually have a discussion about PvP at some point. So, patrons, please let us talk about PvP on last polled monthly bit of the year that's going to go up very soon. Please let us talk about PvP. You can find full episodes of RSBANDB Update right here on this YouTube channel. If you found this video useful or just enjoyed it, like and subscribe, or leave a comment.